Well, hello and welcome. Nothing left to do but go to the village in my dreams. Let's go. Actually, you stand in the castle of the Dragon Queen, the closest place in the world to the heavens. Yep. The end is nigh. Little of the Queen's life remains. She is not long for this world, and yet the Queen continues to carry out her duty with all her being. We have been expecting you. Welcome to the castle of the Dragon Queen. Our queen has long awaited the day when one who could banish the darkness would make themselves known. It is hard to fathom that said day is finally upon us. Your Majesty, I know I am not worthy, but I beg you, forgive me. Forgive me for being powerless the most untimely of ends. Remember that life goes on after death. We need not mourn, though our hearts may tell us otherwise. The Dragon's Queen's era may have come to an end. However, her offspring will take her place and guide us as she so graciously did. It is through the continuous cycle of rebirth that the Dragon Most Holy has watched over this realm. This castle is the closest place to heaven in the whole world. Apparently, if you earn the title of a true hero, you can even get there from here. Whoa.
You stand before the Dragon Queen, servant of the Almighty Goddess. Thank you for heeding my call and making your way here. Doubtless, one of my retainers has already told you, but I have scant time left. Listen well, child of Ortega. For I am about to impart all that I know of Zoma, whilst my life's flame yet burns. I do so in the hope that it will allow you to vanquish the fiend and restore order to our realm. Will you heed my request? Thank you sincerely. Zoma dwells in the depths of the underworld. Start your journey there by first heading east of Baramos's lair. Eventually, you will come across an island in the middle of a lake. Its caves will lead you to the world below. Now, do not weep for me. My time is simply coming to an end, and I am certain my offspring can handle the task that awaits. Just know that Zoma possesses a power unlike any you have faced thus far. You would underestimate him at your peril. However, as long as you have this, you will not falter. The light will return. Of that I am sure. When faced with forces most dark, hold that sphere aloft. Then it will be your turn to prove your might once more.
Your Majesty!
Now it falls to me to pass on the torch to my dearest child.
Having entrusted the sphere of light to Yo, the Dragon Queen, with her last breath, lays an egg containing her offspring. Those who serve the Queen gather to mourn her passing. Then, a short while later,
Words fail me. Had I the strength, thy light may yet shine bright.
burden was surely too great for these. Okay, sorry about the jump cut. I had to talk to my therapist and then do a whole bunch of shit for people. But I'm back. And we are continuing the story, I think. It was horrible. The ground shook like anything, and when I looked, the crack had opened up even wider. It looks for all the world as if some giant thing crawled through it. If it did, it took my friend and the other guard here down with it. Now, nothing stands between you and the path ahead.
Wert thou the source of that ghastly commotion just now? Tell me, from whence didst thou come? Oh dear, thou appearest most fatigued. Pray enter my humble abode, and tell me of what hath befallen thee. Thou wouldst topple the Lord of the Underworld! Clearly, thou art not one to be trifled with. Nary a single soul in Alfgard would dare dream of accomplishing a feat so grand. Nay, instead we spend our days in fear of the fiend. Regardless, thy path is clear. Make eastwards for the castle town of Tantagel. From there, cross the seas to the south to reach the Great Fiend's Isle. That is where you will find the dread Lord of the Underworld's citadel. Perchance, wouldst thou have use for a map of the realm? Better it serve thee than continue to go to waste in my possession.
Elfgard.
Oh, and thou art more than welcome to take the ship outside for thine own. May it aid thee on thy quest. And always remember, the goddess goeth with the brave.
Travel east from here, and thou shalt come upon the mighty castle town of Tangel Erelong. If thou art in need of a vessel, boat ere yonder belongeth to my father. Pray avail thyself of it freely, stranger. 'Tis seldom used, if ever. East. Oh, I'm so stupid. I noticed there's a lot less sparklies. It's always darkness here. Got it. Sparkly. The castle town of Tadgelberg bids thee welcome, wanderer. Thou hast bested the Archfiend, thou says, but it's Baramos not merely an underling of Zoma, lord of the underworld and master of all evil. Our forebears did descend into this realm through the great pit of Gaia. Truly, they were intrepid souls indeed. Elfengard is a realm of darkness, sealed fast from all other worlds, a prison of misery wherein hope can never thrive. How lovely. Should thou wish to visit the great castle of Tenja, thou needest only follow the road here. Okay. In the very center of the desert north of this place lies an ancient ruin. Deep within its walls there grasps a great chasm without bottom. If the legends speak true, 'twas created by the great rending of claws when the lord of the underworld was birthed into this realm. I am engaged in the study of methods for removal of curses. I chose the field of study that I might come to aid the afflicted by Maligan magics. When the rain and sun the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete, so saith the ancient rhyme. The church was locked. How curious. Hold on, let me save first. Faithful's in the same.
Ain't ya? Is it really you? Blimey! It's me, your old pal Robin Hood! And I really have gone straight this time. New world, new life. That's what I say. What's that? How come I'm in the clink then? Ah, simple misunderstanding is all. I'm a changed man, honest. Here, why don't I prove it by telling you something good? by way of apology for all the hassle I've given you over the years. Here goes. There's a thing called the Sunstone. Proper valuable it is. Well, they only keep it in the dining room of the castle here in Tantagel. Can't help but wonder where the heck all me henchmen wound up, though.
Just gonna leave the door open. I guess so. The Lord of the Underworld dineth on despair, and quencheth his unmistakable thirst with tears. Doth he suffer we peoples of Afrigard to live only that we might serve to satisfy his vile appetites? Mine own gluttony doth my stomach punish. Goddess, wherefore must I suffer so? God, such agony. Ah, I see it. Within these lands, isles a secret, north of the tunnel and south of the cave. North and south, both, but not both, cannot be both. See that citadel over yonder? It belongeth to the Lord of the Underworld himself. In all my years, I have not met but a single soul who set out to breach its defenses and live to tell the truth of it. Heed mine advice, should thou wish to live long, then do not even ponder heading there. Thou art a traveller, art thou not? Then hast thou heard the tale of the fabled recovery ring, perchance? 'Tis said that a man need do no more than walk whilst wearing it, and his wounds shall be miraculously healed. Oh, thine is a face I have hitherto not laid eyes upon. Where didst thou come from? By boat or from west? From the west? This cannot be. Wanderer, thou wouldst seek an audience with his majesty, yes? Then allow me to escort thee.
My guard hath told me much of thy deeds. Forgive me for summoning thee here so suddenly, but there is something I would ask of thee. Perchance thou art familiar with the name Ortega? Thou art indeed his child, after all. Then allow me to officially bid thee welcome to Tantagel. Now, 'twould behove us to begin by explaining how we of Tantagel came to know thy father. Hard to fathom though it may be, Ortega once resided within these very walls.
It must have been, what, a decade or so ago. 'Twas a day like any other when an injured warrior was carried into the castle. His wounds were most severe, but he was yet to breathe his last. Alas, his own name excluded, his memories had taken their leave of him entirely.
I elected to let him stay with us whilst he recovered. Ortega even served me for a time. Though he remembered naught of his old life, he was a gentleman, most jovial, and well liked by all in the castle.
Then, all too suddenly, one day he simply vanished. Nary a soul knew whither he had gone.
Surely thou findest thyself here today in search of thy father. By all means ask those within the castle anything thou wishest. I am certain thou shalt be reunited with him ere long. But no patience. Should tragedy befall thee in thy haste, Ortega too would suffer.
Prior to thine arrival, Tangential was visited upon by a fellow of the name of Robin Hood or some such. The fiend was caught in the act of committing a crime most heinous and is under the lock and key in the church. One would hope he is repenting for his actions. The mighty Ortega fought alongside us against Zoma's legions in the past. I had never seen a warrior so capable, and I have not seen one since. The humble settlement of Kolith, far to the northeast of this place, in a region home to the forest that stretches as far as the eye can see. Though those in possession of a ship might be better served by journeying west onto the coast and setting sail thence. Thou art embarking on an adventure, friend. Well allow this humble bard to sing thy praises. Lu, a hero did come from a land far away, the lord of the underworld Soma to slay. Tantaran, Tantaranti. The legends do tell of a fabulous fairy flute secreted somewhere in the village of Kol. Could such tales speak true? "'Tis plain that thou art not of this place, stranger. Whence camest thou, and wherefore? Thou hast journeyed thus far to slay the dread lord of the underworld? Praise be, a savior is come. But lo, thou must surely struggle to find a way in this, and as of yet unfamiliar world. May the goddess smile upon thee. I pray that she might deign to light thy burden." That must have been what Robin Hood stole. May the sacred lights bless thee, hero, from a far-off land. Nice. Zoma did steal from here the sacred arms and hid them in places unknown to man. How I should have liked to see them. Thinkest thou that the Lord of the Underworld is afeard of aught? Spiders, perhaps? Not so very long ago, heroes by the hundreds did lay their heads on this, our humble hostelry. But alas, none returned from whence they came, and our rooms stare bare and empty. Oh, I have to find a way back through the pit of Gaia so I can report on what I've seen down here. But I'm too scared to even go outside, let alone all the way back up there. Alian, 'tis a name I feel I've heard ere this day, but of course, 'tis a town from whence another traveler who visited us here hailed. Is this where the different colored slimes came from? Hello? What's that you say? The Sunstone? Alas, no such treasure is to be found here, friend. But by strange coincidence, I did dream of such a thing. Yeah, the dawn did finally return to our realm, and upon its breaking, the selfsame stone was entrusted unto me. This one was given form by mighty Rubis, yet even she could not escape dread Zoma's wrath, who did with cunning seal her away in a place beyond hope. Oh. Thou wouldst face dread Doma? I do commend thy courage, friend, but throw not thy life away. None save wielding the sword of kings could hope to smite the Dark Lord, nor could one hope to restrain his wrath save the auroral armor and hero shield for protection. Alas, this trinity of sacred arms resideth no longer in the castle. Yeah, not even an image of the fabled treasures remaineth. I feel like he's supposed to stop me, but he didn't. That's kind of funny. Or maybe he was just moving. Yeah, it was just moving. Alright, so how do I get there? Oh. This place is the kitchen, where the meat and the wine of the castle are prepared. Fascinating. I got 15 mini medals. I can get a... Well, I already have 2 dragon thorn whips, but it'll be good to get a third one. Let's see, do you say anything different? Okay. there's this one thing I have to check. Interesting. So I have some exploring to do. Two X's, three X's. Three X's, a location. The gloves are off. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call the episode here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.